The sun is set in Chicago. The temps have dipped and will continue to do so. Jacket and blanket weather. It's that time of year at Soldier Field. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
The Viking ball carrier.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. Johnson odds poke free, football's out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
On the carry.
Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
At the 37-yard
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
He was brought down by Buster.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Smith get on the tackle.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go on 4th down with Kaepernick. And that's caught by Smith. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Give to Cook out of the gun. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down, Cook. Cook, a 1st down and more. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Bears nothing. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky, he's going to go for a big play down. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Darnell Mooney, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. A give. This is Cook. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
He was brought
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working out of the gun, Cousins. The open man is Smith. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
A second down throw for Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
First carry now for David Montgomery.
Number 30.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brought down at
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
It's our time. Mike 6. Mike 6. We got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here. Let's go. Watch the eye.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Nice gain there by the second-year runner out of Iowa State, David Montgomery, who often finishes his runs moving forward and knocking defenders back. He finished tied with Josh Jacobs for the most carries by a rookie last year. But what the Bears need from him, improve on his 3.7 yards per attempt. If he gets that up into the 4s, look out. He can control the game with his running.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football.
Mitchell Trubisky.
We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Trubisky. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Amir Abdullah on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They go play action. Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Vikings.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Cook. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Taken down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the 41, Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the Vikings first
Fired
down.
that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first it's good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Cook following the penalty. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. A 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
And the snap comes at 1. Now Kaepernick sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Being chased out left. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs them up for another 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. And the lead is now 2.
Is good. Makes the score Vikings 14, Bears 12. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Here we go.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get the ball.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Allen Robinson.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Chicago. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. So he missed his first 2, but this time it's good, and that'll extend the lead.
Makes the score Bears 19. Vikings 14. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on 1st down. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Minnesota.
Kaepernick was looking to throw, but then it became decision time. And when he saw they had room to run, he made the right decision to pull it down there, and he winds up picking up the 1st down.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Here's Kaepernick. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him a 1st. Cousins on 1st down. Setting up the screen for Cook. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
45-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Final play of the half. Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
For Minnesota.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And now it's third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Now Trubisky to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly
stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
And when the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They run again on first down. Cook breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 35 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Well, yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak,
at maximum.
On. You can't give the guy a skirt steak and skirt steak time.
Filet,
there you go.
10-ounce, 16-ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. And the lead is now 2.
21. Bears 19. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 38. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Hey, check Mike 6. Let's go.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky finds his target, Montgomery. And he's taken down inside the 30.
That's good.
It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And Graham's got it, complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jimmy Graham, his 6th touchdown of the season as they have taken the lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Vikings 21. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Kaepernick now to throw. Quickly to Thielen here. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down.
Now Kaepernick. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 39. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Minnesota.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Again, it's Cousins. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. The 20. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far.
Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff for Chicago.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Bears. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the
back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Jefferson.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now left side on the swing pass.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Gain of 3. First down.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15.
On the carry.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
It's a gain of a
Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Kaepernick. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
to Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson.
Touchdown.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have made this now a 1-score game. So now here are the Vikings faced with a big 2-point conversion attempt. Throwing now is Kaepernick. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal.
Vikings 29. Dan Bailey.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They begin with a quick throw out left. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun is Trubisky. The connection made. It's Graham. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. Two division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. And now a shot into coverage downfield is complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that goes for a gain of 31.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage.
The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Trubisky. Caught by Montgomery. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. I think probably just trying to draw them off there. It didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. That's headed right. It's no good. He misses wide of the upright. And this score will stay right where it is. Maybe an important 4th quarter miss as this stays a 3-point gain.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the post. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Back at the 20.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
1st down.
Back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Had to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Cousins to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
Hey, check back, 6. Go.
And Trubisky down to a knee, and that is all she wrote.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Bears, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, it's their first stumble of the season as they'll dip to 8-1 on the year.